Are we live right now? Oh yeah, we are live. I just saw it. Anyway, all right, guys, welcome to your WWE Raw Review 4017 of the 4th 2017, guys. And before I even start this Raw review, I've got to start really quickly and talk about today. We have some really sad news that the last member of 3 Minute Warning, which is Rosie, the cousin of Roman Reigns, well, not cousin, what is he? The brother, the older brother Roman Reigns, sadly passed away a couple of hours ago. So I want to send my condolences out to the Iowa family. I hope I say your last name is right. I'm just gonna say the Roman Reigns family. Okay, so yeah, I send my condolences out to you guys, and in this tough time and stuff like that. So there's a 3 minute warning. Also, the other one being Umaga in 2009. So yeah, both members of 3 minute warning are dead. So yeah, kind of sad that they died at a young age. I think Umaga was like 50, what was he, 42 when he died, and Rosie was like 47. So yeah, weird. It's creepy as well. Yeah, it kind of scares people a bit that, whatever. But anyway, we're gonna go on to this Raw review. So anyway, Raw opens up with basically Braun Strowman comes out. He's bragging how he took out Roman Reigns last week, but we saw him at a house show, I think, at this past weekend. So use logic there. Like I saw this video online where Roman was being Braun Strowman, I think last night at a house show. Well, it's gonna be Sunday next. I'm doing this on Tuesday. So yeah, like still selling the injuries, but he put him through a fucking table. Like I remember in the Attitude Era or in the Hogan era, who if you had a guy that was storyline wise that they would keep him off house shows and stuff like that. Now I know that a lot of women and a lot of girls wanted to see Roman Reigns at the house show, but you could have had him there as via satellite. You didn't have to have him there storyline wise. Keep him away from the ring because you're supposed to make it believe that Braun Strowman has fucking killed Roman Reigns. And in my opinion, bringing him back to just face Braun Strowman easily and pin him's like, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't get WWE's logic sometimes, and where I don't think they really follow storylines properly. Like, I know people are playing like, oh, we want to see Roman Reigns, but you can see him on the Titantron, maybe doing a promo or at least doing something instead of just cleanly beating Braun Strowman. I just don't find that acceptable in my opinion, especially for storyline wise. I'm very, in my opinion, I'm very old school in that, and I really like sticking to stories and how they get told out. I don't really want to see Roman Reigns spearing fucking somebody at a house show, and then a couple days before that, I saw him get destroyed by Braun Strowman. I just don't see the logic behind that. So basically, Braun Strowman comes out, he brags about he beat Roman Reigns, and he says he wants competition, and then Kurt Angle comes out. Kurt Angle gives Braun Strowman the night off, but Braun Strowman doesn't want that. He wants some competition tonight. And then this leads up to Big Show and Braun Strowman later. Obviously, Braun Strowman is basically destroying the whole Raw locker room. After that, Big Show basically comes backstage and knocks out Braun Strowman, and now that sets up the main event for tonight. Had the first match tonight. And was what's this match? Oh yeah, we had Jeff Hardy, Chris Jericho versus Samoa Joe, and this was a good opener here. I thought these two guys had a lot of good chemistry together. Samoa Joe gets the win. They announced that it's going to be Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins at Payback. In my opinion, really needs this win because I think since WrestleMania, his momentum in WWE on the main roster on that Raw brand. So at Payback, and I'm glad he got the win on Raw tonight. So yeah, it was a good opener. I really enjoyed it. After that, we have the club. Basically, they're coming out and talking about they want competition tonight, and basically, Enzo and Kaz come out. So it's Enzo and Kaz versus the club again. We go over here, which I was kind of shocked about. I think that I was actually shocked that the club actually are still on Raw. My idea would have been, and I think they're still going to do this. Now, I would have Finn Balor reunite with the club and turn Balor heel. Yes, I know you're saying why Finn Balor heel, but a lot of people say that he's boring. I just think Finn Balor's gone a bit stale recently. Turn Balor basically want to you have AJ Styles, right? AJ Styles goes in a feud with Balor. He sees this kind of on WWE's website, like, oh, who is the real leader of the club? Was it AJ Styles or was it Finn Balor? Then you plant the seeds for a brand versus brand match between AJ Styles and Finn Balor at SummerSlam. Basically, you find out who is a true member of the Bullet Club, and now this could lead on to series of matches. I mean, Finn Balor and AJ Styles, two guys that I would really love to see kick ass in the ring in WWE. We've never really seen them face off. They didn't face in Japan because I think when AJ came to Japan, like, Finn Balor was just leaving, so they didn't have time to really cross paths. But I think if they had a one-on-one match this year sometime, they really need to do that and hit them. And Balor and AJ Styles, I think, they'll sell a couple of tickets this year. I know a lot of people are going to like, oh, it's going to be Balor versus Lesnar. But you know what? If I was booking SummerSlam, and I'm going to do it I'm going to do my dream SummerSlam card in the next couple of days on this Google Hangout, and I'm going to tell you guys about who I would really book on, SummerSlam and that. And my main event is kind of different to what WWE wants to be and stuff like that. So mine is all different. Yeah, but that's what I would do for Finn Balor. If Finn Balor did face Kurt Hawkins tonight, he beat Kurt Hawkins, which was no surprise there. And then we had a fatal four-way number contenders match for the women's title. It was Alexa Bliss, my girl, and Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, and Mickie James. It was a really good women's match. Alexa Bliss went over, which is a good idea. I know a lot of people are like, no, we want Bayley versus Sasha Banks. But don't fret, guys, because we are still going to get Sasha versus Bayley at SummerSlam. I mean, I know you guys are going to go, we want it now, but because this is slowly building to Sasha and Bayley. We're going to have a couple of Bayley and Alexa Bliss matches, and then that's why I see Sasha turning heel after probably she finishes with Alexa Bliss, maybe at the pay-per-view or maybe the night after whatever pay-per-view they have. I think that this Alexa Bliss and why did I say Mickie James? This Bayley is going to continue into the maybe next 2 to 3 months, and then before SummerSlam. What's the next pay-per-view? Is it after SummerSlam? Is it Bad Blood? Hold on. I know they have Extreme Rules, but I know they have something else. I think it's Bad Blood. I know they have Bad Blood at some point. I don't know when they have that picture, but if it's that picture after, they should plant the seeds there. And then that's where you go Bayley versus Sasha Banks at SummerSlam. Maybe main eventing, who knows. But yeah, I would love to see that in my opinion. But for all the people saying, oh, we're not going to see Bayley versus Sasha Banks, just hold on for a minute, guys. They're going to save that for a big picture. Like AJ Styles versus Balor, they're going to save that for a big event. Nakamura, that's a WrestleMania match. They're not going to just throw that on any old pay-per-view. They know that Sasha Banks and Bayley is going to draw money, same like Nakamura and AJ Styles is, or Balor and AJ Styles. So they're not going to throw it on just any old pay-per-view. And then we have Jericho basically talking about KO and how he's going to he could be going over to SmackDown Live with the US title. And then we have the Drifter. The Drifter comes out drifting away, and I'm loving the Drifter. I mean, in my opinion, I haven't seen much of the Drifter on NXT, but the last 2 episodes I've seen of the Drifter, I'm just loving the dude because, in my opinion, I just like there's nobody else in the WWE that gets nuclear heat. I guess Stephanie McMahon does. Fucking Drifter, because the Drifter is the fucking real deal as a fucking heel. Like, I was never really behind the gimmick when I first saw it, but I was like, man, I really like the Elijah Samson character. I really love how just him just strumming those guitar strings and how much heat with just playing the guitar just amazes me so much. And I hope that he does wonders on the main roster at some point. I don't know what his first feud is going to be with. Maybe I don't know who's it going to be with. Who knows? But I'm excited to see him finally on the main roster. I think that injury-free that they can do a lot with this guy. I see a lot of potential in this guy because this guy is a proper old school heel. He gets nuclear heat, and that's awesome. Then we got the Miz TV segment with Miz and Maurice and Dean Ambrose. Same old shit again with Dean Ambrose. There's no character development. There's no really emphasis on the character. It's just the same old Dean Ambrose will run out, say a goofy line and then attack the Miz or somebody. I don't care about another Miz Dean Ambrose feud. We saw that a couple months ago on SmackDown, and I really don't want to see it now on Raw because, in my opinion, I'm kind of I'm kind of at the point now with the Dean Ambrose character that we really reached the pinnacle of his character, and that I really, really, really want. I just burst into song there. I really want a Dean Ambrose heel turn this summer because Dean Ambrose for the last 2 years has been so stale with the whole lunatic fringe gimmick that I really want him to at least change his character and maybe change his appearance a bit to maybe get me invested into the Dean Ambrose character again and maybe get me invested in the Dean Ambrose character. But overall, I think that the Miz on Raw, I think it's a good. I think it's a good move for the Miz. I think you know what, they need some more mid carders in on Raw, and I think Miz is a perfect pick there. And then we had after that we had Jeff Hardy versus Cesaro. Match probably best match of the night. Jeff Hardy goes over the Swanton. After the match, the two teams embrace. Then we have what was next? Oh yeah, then we had a cruiserweight match. TJ Perkins, who recently just turned heel, against Jack Gallagher. It was a decent match. TJ Perkins goes over. After that, we had the main event. It was Big Show versus Braun Strowman. When the match even started, you had these two guys basically brawling outside the ring. And then you have basically, they start the match, they're basically just doing big guy moves. And then after that, we know the spot. It's Big Show and fucking Braun Strowman. Oh, gets supervised by Braun Strowman. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, Big Show supervised Braun Strowman. Oh, was it the other way around? Hold on, let me think. Yeah, it was it. Big Show who Braun Strowman who superplexed Big Show. Yeah, I've got to get it right now. Yeah, it was, and yeah, that is the third time that the Big Show has made the ring collapse. First time was with Braun, second was Mark Henry, a third now with Braun Strowman. Now, in my opinion, I saw this the first time on SmackDown. I was like, what the fuck? And I saw it the second time. I was like, okay, it's cool. But when you see it more than once, I think it's like lost its relevancy. Like, it was cool the first time, but I don't care for a Big Show breaking the ring. Like, I've seen it done before, so whatever. The Raw. So what do you guys think of this WWE Raw for the 4th for the 17th, 2017, guys? I thought it was a good episode, and in my opinion, I just think that now that they've got a you think that now they've got a strong enough roster on paper that they can deliver good shows like this every week, but creating being so inconsistent, I just give up faith in those guys. Like, I know tonight on SmackDown that we're gonna have some kick-ass shows. I also forgot that Bray Wyatt got some problems on Randy Orton. Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt will have a face-off next week on Raw. But yeah, I hope that you please keep this consistency with Monday Night Raw. Really good. You had a good week this week. Let's hope next week and the week after, I'm going into payback that you really have some good episodes to let the fans get invested into that pay-per-view. And for SmackDown, just keep kicking ass and having great storylines. And that's it for this Raw review, guys. No, check you later.